Look at this absolute unit. Just take a step back a second, my friend, and take it all in. This behemoth is the floor standing energy sword lamp by UKonic, and it is a big boy, I can tell you that. I really had no intention of reviewing this when I ordered it. I thought it was just going to be some sort of gimmicky crap that goes straight into the ever-growing pile of Halo collectibles that has become my utter shame. But when I first lit this thing up, I tell you, I wept mildly. You can pick this up today exclusively from Menkind in the UK for £100, down from $150, or $200 from Amazon in the US. This sword is 39 inches tall and a respectively girthy 18 inches wide. Normally I don't like to show myself neck up, but the sheer size of this thing, it dwarfs me when it's on the desk. So I hope you don't mind me wearing the Mark 6 to hide my disgusting face. It does require some simple assembly out the box, but nothing too challenging. The instructions are pretty good, but you won't likely be needing them to build it. It really just snaps together with a few screws on the blade and a bolt to hold the bottom securely to the stand's base. And it's not overly heavy either. There's a good amount of weight to it, but that's all in the base, which does a decent job in stopping it from falling over. The top and the blades is really light. Annoyingly, the base does get in the way from you comfortably being able to swing this around to defeat your foes. Because let's be real, the first thing that you're going to do when you get this is pick it up and try and swing it around. You'll find that it's got a really handy floor switch to sink your toes in for easily switching it on and off. But if stamping on switches like the faces of your enemies isn't your cup of tea, then it does come with a really super simple little hoofer-doofer or remote control if you're outside of the UK. It takes 2 AAA batteries, not included. Pressing the top button turns it on, and holding it down for 3 seconds does what I do to most women, turns it off. Then pressing it again will make it flash, indicating that it's on a 20-minute timer before it switches itself off. Then pressing it again turns it blinding white, which is absolutely awesome. I love that they included this alternative mode. It still gives off a nice little blue because of the patterns on it, and you can really see all of them. Because with the blue mode, it is really awesome, but it's hard to make out any of those cool details with the blinding light. Pressing it again will then do a 20-minute timer for the white light, and then pressing it again after that turns it off. And then the left and the right buttons will increase and decrease the brightness, and the bottom button sets it to 10% brightness. Hopefully you can tell from the video, but the brightness is pretty good. It's sadly not going to become your main light source for your living room. Well, I mean, it could be, but to me this is a fantastic little nightlight. Even though it does warn you in the book that it can't be used as a nightlight, this is not intended for children, sadly. I don't think the scale is on the box, or I have clearly missed it because I can't read, but it feels like this thing could be 1-to-1 scale with the in-game sword. And I know it's just a lamp, it is purely a light source, but it definitely destroys any other toy or replica energy sword that I've seen out there. I know that this is made for kids, but just look at it compared to the Jazwares one from a few years ago. There's honestly no comparison at all. This lamp just blows it out of the water. The only downside for it is that it would have been really cool if they did some sort of alternative display mode. If you could remove it entirely from the base and mount it on the wall, that would have looked sick. But luckily, if that's your sort of thing and don't mind a little bit of hard work, I'm pretty sure that you could attach it without causing any damage at all. The cable just simply runs all the way through, and there's also a few connections as well, so you could just slip it through the pole with ease. And maybe it could also be used for cosplay. Cosplayers are fantastic at altering things like this, so converting it into a replica could be easy work for them. So if anybody out there manages to do it, make sure to let me know because I'd love to see it. This is definitely an amazing purchase for any collector, light enthusiast, and of course all the brilliant cosplayers out there. It is definitely the best energy sword that I've seen, and it's a goddamn lamp. With a few simple changes, I really think that this could have been a true awesome replica, as it still does hold that gimmick factor of the light. But just like the desk lamp before this from a few years ago, I expect that they'll also make a red one at some point, and you know what? I'll probably be picking it up as well. It's just a shame that they didn't think of some way that we could attach it from the base and mount it on the wall. But anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Will you be picking it up or giving it a miss? Or do you have it already? Make sure to let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more reviews and news on all the latest and greatest of Halo merch. Catch you next time, you hunky Spartan. Peace out.